Having lots of money doesn't save you from making dumb purchases. Former United States President Donald Trump is a prime example of this. In this video, we'll be going over every ridiculous thing Donald Trump spends money on, from the somewhat reasonable to the highly absurd. Stick around till the end of the video to find out his latest money dump. And it might surprise you just how much money he actually puts out. Who is Trump? Just in case you've been living under a rock these past few years, Donald Trump has been making waves all over the media. A businessman, television personality, former president of the United States, and now soon-to-be convict. Donald Trump has been everywhere, and it's all because of his money. Born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City, he grew up in a family with a history in real estate development. Trump graduated from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania and joined his family's real estate business. Leveraging his privilege as the son of a real estate mogul, he multiplied his money 10 times over by making smart investments. He soon became a household name after stepping into the world of entertainment, where he would host the reality TV show The Apprentice, which catapulted him to national fame and introduced his famous catchphrase, "You're fired." All these financial moves have earned him a spot on Forbes' list of wealthy entrepreneurs in the world, with a net worth of $2.6 billion. That's a billion with a B. Here's a list of everything he spends money on. Number 1. Fast food. No one is immune to the appeal of a nice hot baconator, and that includes Donald Trump. Well, as it turns out, Trump doesn't just like eating fast food as a cheat meal, but more of its own tier in the food pyramid. Wendy's, one of the fast food chains that Donald Trump loves, claims that the White House had purchased $2,300 worth of food from them. And that's just Wendy's. The McDonald's bill reached roughly another $2,300, which amounts to roughly 350 to 400 burgers. And this still doesn't include all the Diet Cokes, Lay's chips, and chicken nuggets that the former president loves to munch on. But thankfully, Donald Trump doesn't eat all this junk by himself. He just occasionally serves it to guests at the White House and to his family. Whether that's good or bad is up to you. You would think that the President of the United States, with all the protection and resources available at hand, would have a much more refined taste, right? Well, Donald Trump hasn't really been known as a man of taste either. Number 2. Paintings and portraits of himself. Donald Trump's taste in food is pretty similar to his taste in art, which is to say, not really that good. Trump was notorious for turning down renowned artist Andy Warhol's paintings of Trump Tower, instead opting to spend his money on art that matters to him the most: paintings of himself. Instead of opting for an Andy Warhol original, Trump would take money from his own charity foundation and buy portraits of himself from random artists. In a move that showcases his inflated ego, Trump would spend $10,000 on a portrait of himself in 2017. And if you thought this was only a one-time novelty, oh boy, are you wrong. Trump has over $100,000 worth of self-portraits, and that's just the ones we know of. Trump's insistence on collecting expensive art pieces of himself really speaks volumes about the type of person he is. Number 3. A golden chopper. Trump has always been about the lavish lifestyle, and it can't get any more lavish than having your own personalized private helicopter with your name on it. As seen on the intro of his hit TV show The Apprentice, this 1989 Sikorsky S-76B helicopter has been kitted out to fit Trump's lavish needs. Initially worth $875,000, this private helicopter was given multiple upgrades to fit Donald's lavish needs. The chairs in the chopper were reupholstered using creamy leather, and all the trimmings of the chopper were replaced with gold and mahogany wood. But the changes aren't purely for aesthetics. The chopper now also features plenty of arm space, a carpet finish, and a mini bar for all of Trump's in-flight drinks. Sadly, this iconic golden chopper is now being sold to the open market at a value of $2.8 million. Pocket change compared to everything Trump owns. This sale came from the fact that he simply didn't need it anymore. Number 4. Everything golden. There's no denying it, Trump has a gold addiction. He's used it in all of his branding, from his failed vodka business to even his successful presidential campaigns. Trump makes it no secret that he wants you to associate his name with gold. One of the most obvious signs of his gold addiction is his insistence on gold and marble interiors for Trump Tower. Even even blatantly adorning his name in bold and gold letters at the entrance. Even Trump's personal residences, as well as his hotels and resorts, often feature gold fixtures, furnishings, and decorative elements. He's even requested replacements for the Oval Office's iconic burgundy curtains to a more lavish golden silk. Trump himself is often seen wearing suits and ties in shades of gold and other bold, vibrant colors. But probably one of the biggest Midas touch investments is outfitting his personal Boeing 757 with gold details. Often referred to as Trump Force One, this private airplane features solid gold-plated bathrooms, seat belts, and other fixtures that help raise the feeling of wealth. Heck, even his bed sheets were requested to be golden in color. Number 5. The Trump Princess. On number 5 in our list, we have the Trump Princess, a mega yacht that Donald Trump purchased in 1987 for a staggering $29 million. At the time, this price was a steal for Donald Trump because the original price of the yacht was around $50 million. While, of course, every billionaire has their own private yacht to sail out in the open sea every once in a while when the office starts getting dull, but this wasn't just your ordinary yacht. The Trump Princess is 282 feet long, with 5 towering decks aboard, bordering on becoming a cruise ship. While the size itself is enough to justify the high price tag, the devil is always in the details. Each room in the Trump Princess is outfitted with designer materials, most notably chamois leather, which is a rare artisan leather that can only be retrieved from European mountain goats. Other than the leather, the bathrooms were also outfitted with Trump's signature solid gold-plated sinks, trimmings, and a billionaire essential, hand-carved onyx countertops from Italy. And these expensive building materials were used for all 100 cabins aboard the yacht. Trump's mega yacht also included amenities such as a poker room, a hair salon, a theater, and its own hospital. Although nowadays the yacht itself is barely seen any time out at sea, Trump has already fulfilled his goal with the purchase. Trump simply bought the yacht to make a statement about his wealth and how much money he has, and how little he cared about the number of millions he'd be spending on something he would barely use. Number 6. Mar-a-Lago. While the Trump Princess was a statement purchase, Mar-a-Lago was a purchase to put Trump at the lap of luxury whenever he wanted to go on vacation. Originally built as a private mansion in the 1920s, Trump purchased the mansion in 1985 to convert it into a private club and resort that'll cost you $200,000 just for entrance, including a $14,000 annual membership fee. This 20-acre private resort is placed perfectly by the beach and has everything that you would expect from Donald Trump so far. First, every room has to be gold to fit Donald Trump's branding. Golden sinks, trims, couches, chandeliers, everything had to have an opulent feel for the man who wants to look the richest. This included the 114 guest rooms, the Donald Trump ballroom, and even the recreational rooms. This was also the perfect place for Donald Trump to store some of his expensive self-portraits he's collected. During his presidency, Mar-a-Lago became known as the Winter White House because Trump often used the resort for official functions and meetings with world leaders during the winter months. But for the betterment of everyone, Trump is no longer president no matter how much he wishes he was. Currently facing down multiple charges of tax evasion and even treason, only time will tell if his luxurious lifestyle will stay his.